finish, wasn't it? And a good day overall.
Yeah, definitely. Beach course is arguably probably a little harder in the wind. But yeah, a little soft bogey on 8, but nice to follow it up and bounce back with a good little bomb on the last.
How long was that? It was just off the green?
Yeah, it's just off the green.
Putter?
Yep, big putter. It was a good roll. Had a good line on it, and it was nice to be able to raise the putter in front of the crowd.
And I just said to you, you're enjoying this whole press conference thing.
Absolutely.
I mean, being out in front, how did that sort of feel when you woke up this morning? There's a few newspaper headlines.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's not the first time I've done it, but this feels very different. People out here, people following you everywhere. Not COVID affected per se. But this is why you play golf. This is why we all do it. This is where we want to be. Press conferences after rounds of golf are, always good things most of the time. You can't get tired of it if you love the game this much. So, just want to keep doing it. And if I can talk to you guys after every round of golf for the rest of my life, I'd be a very happy man.
Did you get much sleep last night, John?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
pretty comfortable with it all. And
yeah, absolutely. Got Dad and my trainer with me, my caddy. We're having a good time, keeping it light. Went down to Barwon Heads last night for a quick swim after the round, and then just drove into the golf club quickly to check it out. Incredible place, but just trying to do the right things, trying to treat it as like a major tournament. Having Chris out here this week, and it's really nice to be able to put 2 good rounds of golf together with him on the bag.
you get along with everyone. You're a likeable sort of a guy. So you're going to have a lot of people coming up to you and talking to you and saying, great round and what's going to happen this weekend. How do you get away a little bit and get your own time to make sure you can still do your own processes?
Yeah, look, unfortunately in this kind of day and age, Jimmy, you kind of just got to put the AirPods in. It's one of those things that it automatically tells people that don't bother him. It's the most polite way to tell people to not bother me. So it's just one of those things you got to kind of, be real mindful. Keep doing your mindfulness practices and, keep kind of feeling yourself out and where you're at and controlling your breathing, all those things. That helps you really kind of stay in the present. So, but in terms of having people, come and congratulate you, that's a great thing. It's what you want. But yeah, you got to be able to snap out of it. You need to be able to put the glove on and snap into the like green box. That green light, or so to speak. So that's kind of the way I think about it.
You've played some pretty good golf at events like this, which are casual atmosphere. There's no ropes and stuff like that. Sandbelt as well, and Mondays in the US as well.
Yeah.
And you do engage with people while you're out there. Is it just sort of suit your style that you can switch on, switch off? And
I think so. I think in the past, getting in your own head kind of hasn't worked. And, I feel like my game's at a level now that I don't have to do that. I can still be myself and, proud of who I am and how I look to other people. And that's probably the biggest thing, just being comfortable in your own skin and being able to kind of just put yourself out there in that frame of mind, not really caring what people think. So that's definitely been probably the biggest thing that's helped me mentally, is just appreciating who I am and loving yourself basically. But, try to do it in the most humble way as possible.
It's not the same as St. Nick's, but there's a bit of elements of that out here with the wind and everything like that. Is that another real benefit for you?
I'd like to think so, Jimmy. I've tried to change my game a little bit over the last year, from spending so much time in the US last year, but it's definitely helped narrow in a bit of my focus, my sight lines and stuff like that. Today, some of the shots in that wind off that, that southeasterly, just with that crosswind, was just hammering it. And, trying to get used to a different sight line that you normally take. Trying to start the ball a lot further left and not curving it, not really fighting it so much. That's the hard part out here. If you've gone through those technical changes, your sight lines change a lot, and that's one of the hardest things to get comfortable with.
What did you do at number 7, par 3, little par 3?
I hit a little block pitching wedge to the front right of the green, 2-putted.
What do you think of that hole?
It's an incredible hole.
Yeah.
It's one of the best par 3s around, and I think most of the guys can vouch for me saying the same thing. It's up there with 15 at Kingston Heath for me.
You said yesterday, John, that your opening round was one of your better rounds. Have you played better back-to-back rounds?
Probably not. No, I think I've played a bunch of really good back-to-back rounds at my home club, but yeah, you don't get these conditions every day. In terms of pure golf, this is the best I've probably played in 2 rounds of golf. So yeah, I'm just really happy that it's come at a good time.
Thanks, John.